What's up, everybody? It's Smitty Puff Jr. and I was lucky enough to get a beta key for the closed beta for Riot's new first-person shooter Valorant, and let me tell you, this game is fantastic. I myself never really got into Counter-Strike. I always wanted to, but I always felt like I would never be good enough to, play at that level. So I feel like this is a good start to kind of ease my way into it, and it's a good time to hop into it. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are playing, if you're enjoying watching, just let me know in the comment what is your favorite agent, your favorite map, or your favorite part of the game. Or if you don't like the game, let me know. But today I actually made a discovery. It's nothing crazy, but you can actually take the scopes off the top of the sniper rifles. And let me caveat this with, this cannot be done in multiplayer or in an online match. This can only be done in the practice mode, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do it. I just didn't want you guys to be getting excited and think you're going to go into an online match with no scope on your sniper. But we'll be going into that. We'll also talk about some other, side effects of this glitch. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is once you boot up the game, you're going to go to the practice mode and go into the spike planning or spike diffuse. It doesn't matter. Go and enter the range. So we'll go ahead and load this in. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to lock in a random character. And what we want to do is we want to pull the scope off either the Marshal or the Operator. Now, so you can either do this at the spikes planning or the spike diffusing training. If you've never used this, it's a kind of cool little tool. Once you've done it once, though, there are ways to change the difficulty. But let's go ahead and hop into it. So all you have to do is simply hit the start, and it'll load you in to the little simulation. And as you notice, our Marshal here has no scope. Now, the only bad part about it is when you actually try an ADS, there is no there's no actual vision, so no real benefit there. But what you can do is you can actually pick it back up off the ground, and you will be able to then scope in. And you see there's just no scope overlay, which is kind of neat. But I also think it's cool. I don't know what I'm doing here. There we go. The model actually removes the scope from the model of the gun when it's laying on the floor, which I thought was kind of interesting. Like I said, there's real no benefit to this. It's just kind of something neat to do. Maybe show your friends, maybe show off. But there are you can do this with actually any gun that you can ADS with, and I'm going to kind of go into them now. So we'll do it with the Operator, which everybody wants to see the Operator without a scope. So let's go ahead and pop this open. And there you go. There's the Operator with no scope, which is kind of interesting. Now, this one is a little weird when you ADS. So I'm going to press the ADS button, and you're going to notice that I'm not going to zoom in immediately. And I'll even walk to show you this weird stuttering that it does. Super goofy, but you can scope in. You just have to hold it for a few seconds, and then bam, now you have like the same issue as before. Now, the thing about this is the Operator is very inaccurate when you hit fire. And now, if I was to ADS this guy, I'm gonna hit him, right? Now, if the few seconds that you hold the right click to ADS and it doesn't actually zoom in, you will actually have 100% accuracy. And I'll kind of go to the shooting range and show this off. It's kind of goofy. So let's actually go there now. All right, so we've made our way to the little shooting range. And if you haven't used this is a neat little tool just to kind of test your accuracy, hit fire, kind of see how bad the spread is. And it kind of represents it right here. That way, if you're shooting from far away, you can see where you're hitting. And this little target's actually really accurate. You can see, okay, I forgot you can't ADS with this weapon. Let me pull out this guy. So we're gonna clear that. You can see it's actually, you know, relatively accurate as far as where you hit. I don't know, I just think this is a really cool tool that Riot included. But the reason we're here is to take the operator, and we're gonna show you, this is kind of another weird thing that I discovered. So when you hit fire this, it's not gonna go right where you're aiming. It can, but the odds are that it's not going to. And as you can see, I missed. Now, when I ADS and shoot, notice that the bullet landed to the left here. But over there, it's almost, you know, dead center. Which it's just weird that I guess because, I don't know if it's like programmed to, when you're not ADSing, to generate a random bullet, like a random spread pattern. I don't know. I don't want to get into the specifics of it because I don't want to look like an idiot. But I just think it's cool that even though the bullet is registering right here, this is registering it hitting the center, which I don't know. They're just kind of weird. But so if you do, like, obviously if you right click it and hold it down, if you swap weapons, it'll do the same thing as like the Marshall. You'll be able to actually use it. If you hard scope, obviously you're gonna be able to, you know, get that headshot. But now if you just hold the ADS but don't actually scope in when you shoot, you're still gonna get that, you know, 100% accuracy that the operator provides. So I just thought that was kind of neat. That you see that actually didn't even register on the target, but we got, you know, center. We got center of the target. So I'm going to do it again. Dead center. Whoops, wrong one. I'm an idiot. Let's try that again. All right, not quite the dead center. Let's bring it back close, and you see the bullet didn't didn't even hit the big target. I don't know. I just think that's cool. So there you go. That's how you get the scopes off of the sniper rifles, and also some weird side effects. But now let's go see what it looks like on the other various weapons that you can ADS with. So we'll be right back. All right, so we're back here at the spike diffuse and the spike plant trainer, and we are going to do the same glitch that we did with the sniper rifles, but now for the SMGs, rifles, and the heavy LMGs. Now, this doesn't work for the shotguns because there's no ADS. Although the right-click slug looks really, really weird. I don't know if it looks like that in public matches, but yeah. So it doesn't work for the shotguns. It doesn't work for the sidearms because there's no ADS feature on those. But we will see what it looks like on the other weapons. So we've initiated the glitch by starting it. And now, same with the operator, it doesn't immediately ADS, but once you finally, you know, hold it down for a few seconds, you get this kind of bizarre result. So it kind of makes me think that the reason you get a black screen, for the operator and the Marshall is because it's zooming in on your hands, and because it's a magnified vision, it zooms like all the way into your the player model. So I think that's just a hypothesis. I don't know. I'm not an expert at this kind of stuff. But so this looks pretty much similar on every single of the rifles and stuff. Feel free to play around with them and see which one you think looks the goofiest. Also, the same thing kind of happens with the SMGs and rifles as the sniper rifles. Once you pick up a weapon or drop it and pick it back up, the ADS is more normal. I wouldn't quite say normal, because you kind of get like a Doom point of view with the guns in the center of the screen, which I think is just it's just bizarre to me.
I have the spike.
But once you start, like you just saw, once you start a round, it's gonna be just how it was before. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a comment with any other glitches that you may have discovered, or your favorite The goofiest looking gun that you use the glitch with. I think this one right here. Which gun do I have? Is this the Stinger? Yeah, this is a Stinger. I think this one, you're just right behind your, right behind the player model's hands. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave a like, subscribe, follow my Twitch page, whatever you guys feel like doing. And I hope you guys all have a fantastic day.